All right, here we go. Let's get it. Aswand, Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Recording this Wednesday, May 15th, the first day of what I have officially coined Wintrepreneur Wednesday, in which later on today, recording this in the morning, but later on today, there'll be a video about a tip. It'll be basically me giving a story, a tip, a situation about how to be an entrepreneur. However, like I said on the video, and you'll see it later, you got no one on the internet, no one out there talking about how to be a wintrepreneur. No one actually talking about wintrapreneurship. All right, and I'm using win as in W-I-N, wintrapreneurship, for a reason. And again, just tune into the video later. You'll hear me talk all about it and break everything down in detail. However, as far as today's Move Swiftly thought, what we'll be discussing today is kind of a mix of how I became an entrepreneur, how I've developed the entrepreneurial mindset, which again, being an entrepreneur can span in many directions. You could be a solopreneur, you could be, again, full-blown entrepreneur, you could be an intrapreneur. There's a lot of little things that come with entrepreneurship and how the whole thing works. And again, we'll be diving more into detail on that later. So make sure you go check it out. It'll be on this very YouTube channel, all right? Now, how I developed this mindset is by sheer luck, all right? Sheer luck, the great acronym POME that was coined, I believe, by Jim Jones, rapper Jim Jones. I think he had an album back in the day named POME. The acronym stood for Product of My Environment. Understand, I am simply, Aswand Cruickshank, is simply a product of the environment he grew up in. I had a father who ran his own business for years. However, the regular check that my mother brought in from the post office is the thing that kept us afloat. And my sister has had a job since she was 14 years old. She worked at the daycare center that was held at my middle school. I mean, not my middle school. She was in middle school and I was in elementary school, and she worked at the daycare center that was the after school program named Horizon that was at my elementary school. And she has not been unemployed since. She has had a job ever since then. All right. She has been working for years. And one of the things that she told me growing up, we grew up very, very close. And one of the things that she told me growing up, she actually sparked this entrepreneur mindset that I have to this very day. All right. I believe it must have been when she was in college. It was either when she was in college or she was late in her high school career and already, thinking about college. And again, she's had a check coming in for her all throughout high school. She's had kind of the responsibility, understood how to manage her money and, all that. Again, she's been employed for a long, long time, man. Been employed for a very, very long time, right? So there was a conversation I remember we were having. It was like one of, obviously many conversations that she and I had growing up. And she had said something to me that really stuck, because we were just talking about, I think it was, what it was? I think we were watching Making the Band with Diddy. That was back when, Diddy had the show Making the Band, and we were all witnessing what not the current situation that Diddy's going through. We won't even bring that up, but I'm talking about how we built up Bad Boy Entertainment. And one of the things one of the really cool, I even watch episodes to this day of when Diddy had Making the Band, and we got to see his management style, the way he was managing the Bad Boy brand. We got to kind of see that play out on screen in the reality show named Making the Band. So I think it was around that time we were talking about that, and just how to build our businesses, how to just create opportunities, same way he did with Bad Boy. That was the one thing that that's why it hurts so much, man. It hurts so much to see what he's going through. Again, whatever it is he is going through, it was really, really hurt to see, man. You hope everything is well in that area when it comes to Diddy and all that, right? So I think it was around that time where she and I were talking, and we were talking about just ideas, brainstorming some ideas on how to create money, how to come up with something that makes money. Now again, me personally, I was kind of always the entrepreneur, always creating some little gadget I had, try to do car washing, try to, I used to take pictures of pictures and then frame them and then try to sell them to people. And, I always had some little hustle that I was trying to put out there, some little thing I was trying to sell. And, my sister would always kind of be that person that, puts me through the ringer or just, entertain it or whatever little idea I had, right? So I remember the conversation got really serious one time. And she goes, you know what you should do? She tells me, she's like, you know what you should do? She goes, look, you need to just go around all day just thinking about the things that you wish you could solve. Like if you had a solution to this specific problem, how would you fix it? She just go around thinking about that. Think about that all day. Think about that all day. Like if you have a comb that is too long. We used to have these things called like the tail comb that is too long and you can't fit them in your pocket. What if there was a comb that you can just flip the handle and be able to fit it in your pocket? You know, like a portable brush and things like that, and you know, little gadget things. And she gave me that advice at a young age, and that advice has stuck with me to this day, to the point where it was 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago, I was teaching. For those of you who don't know, I teach at a school not too far from here named the Center for Creative Education, and it was 2 days ago where I was teaching the kids about electricity. And one of the things I had them do was I had them get into groups, and I said to them, look, I want you guys to discuss some problems that you guys see in this world and how you would use electricity to solve it and come up with your own creative product. And I use the examples of Steve Jobs and Bill Gates and Microsoft and Jeff Bezos with Amazon, all that kind of stuff, right? So all of these things is important because of the environment I grew up in. I had no control of that environment I grew up in. It was just, again, certain things that I was blessed to see growing up, and I'm passing that along to you, especially since we're debuting a brand new series on this very channel named Wintrepreneur Wednesday. So enjoy it and expect to see them every single Wednesday, all right? To dive even deeper into my work, the main website to check out is makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand, Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.